Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't want him to have surgery.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. I'm sure you guys are wondering what is going on, judging by the title. We will get into that later because right now I'm at Theo's doctor appointment. He has an appointment with his pediatrician just for a follow-up where he was in the hospital. He's discharged now, obviously, and we're getting ready to go in for his follow-up appointment. And once we get back home, I'll explain everything that happened. I did not have the camera or the computer or anything like that with me in the hospital because it was kind of an unexpected hospital stay. Hence, you know, no videos in like 3 days. But I do have a couple clips on my phone that I recorded that I can share with you guys, and we can just tell you everything that happened and what's going on. Don't worry though, Theo is fine. He's doing much better now. There's a little issue with him, but we'll talk about it after his doctor appointment, okay guys? I'm pretty sure that right now, yep, he is just snoozing. Oh no, you're not, you're awake. Hi buddy. You ready to go see the doctor? Huh? Yeah, we gotta go see the doctor, okay? You're in and out of sleep, aren't you? Mommy woke you up. I'm sorry. Look at how cute this painting is. They like painted it all the way across the wall too. That's so cute, isn't it? What are you doing? You gonna smile? Aww, you're so happy. Oh my goodness, you're so adorable. Hi, honey. Nobody's ever happy to go to the doctor except you, huh? Yeah. You're so cute. Oh, are you still smiling? Huh? Are you gonna talk to mommy? Say hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. Hi, Theo. You're so sweet. I know, you're at the doctor, huh? Yeah. Okay, so he had his follow-up with his pediatrician. They can't really tell me much at the moment. It was basically just to make sure that he's gaining weight properly still and he's hydrated and he looks well. And he does, and I'm out of breath because that mask and that car seat are not a good combination together. So let me get home and I'll explain more to you guys what is going on. Okay, we are back home now, and I'm sure you guys are wondering what is going on, what happened. So let me just start from the very beginning. Monday afternoon, around like, what, 12? I mean, it was like exactly afternoon.
A little past noon.
Yeah. Theo woke up from a nap and he was really, really hot. So I took his temperature and he had a fever of 101 point something. I don't really remember. But I was like, oh my gosh, like that's really high. He's really little, like this is not okay. So I put him in like a bath that was like cooler water to bring it down, and we called his doctor and they didn't answer. We were sent to voicemail, and I checked his fever again like 30 minutes later and it had went down to 100.1, and I was like, okay, that's good, it's down, but it's still a fever and he's so small, like something is going on. It's not normal for a baby that young to have a fever. And his doctor still hadn't called me back, so we paid for a
televisit.
Yeah, a telehealth visit with urgent care. We were gonna take him into urgent care, but I knew that they saw cases of like the sickness and stuff, and I really didn't want to get him around all that. No. So we just paid for the telehealth visit, and they said that we should take him to the ER. Because like I said, it's not normal for a baby that young to have a fever, especially one that's like that high. Yeah. So I checked his temperature again before we left because that's what they said to do, and it had went back up. It was 100.5, I think, or something like that. Yeah, it was
definitely going up.
Yeah, so I took him to the ER, And this was around like 6 p.m., right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Monday night. And they did like a questionnaire, you know, at the door and stuff. And they got him back immediately. And he didn't have a fever and he was fine. He was drinking his bottles, no problem at all. And I was like, well, better safe than sorry, you know. And then they did like a full workup on him, blood work, urine analysis, a swab, a nose swab, and all that. And everything came back fine except for his urine analysis. It came back that he had a UTI, which was the cause of the fever. And something I forgot to say, he was like decreased in eating. Like he wasn't eating as much as he normally was.
Yeah.
So I was also worried that he was going to get dehydrated or like lose weight or something, because it had been like, you know, almost a whole day and he like just wasn't eating properly.
No.
So that was the cause of that as well and everything. So they ended up admitting him to the hospital and they started him on antibiotics through his IV, and they also started him on saline through his IV just because he wasn't like drinking enough, that way he wouldn't get dehydrated or anything. So then he stayed the night in the hospital and they came in every so often and monitored him. He had his IV all night. He was allowed to eat by mouth, but he wasn't like doing great with it. But his diapers were fine. Like he was still functioning like diaper wise. He had wet and dirties and all that stuff. So the next morning they came in and they said that they had his specific strand. Did I just say Pacific?
Yeah.
They had his specific strand of UTI back, but they didn't have the, I'm gonna blank on this word.
Culture?
The specialties or something. I don't know. It goes like in more detail to know exactly what kind of antibiotic can better kill like his strand of UTI. They didn't have those back yet. And where he was so small, they really wanted to make sure they had the exact medicine that would work perfectly for him. So they went ahead and decided to keep him another night. And at this point, he was not on saline anymore because he was starting to drink a little bit better now, but he was still getting the antibiotics through his IV. And he just wasn't quite himself yet. He was still like really fussy and stuff. So I'm actually really glad they wanted to keep him another night because I feel like he needed it. He wasn't eating quite as well yet. So then the next day, they still didn't have the stuff back to determine what kind of antibiotic he needed. But he was off the saline because he was eating his full feedings. He was happier. He was going to the bathroom fine and everything. So they decided to go ahead and send him home on an oral antibiotic. And if for some reason it came back that he needed a different one, they would just call us and we could go get a different prescription. So far they have not called us today, and I don't think they're going to because it's closer to the evening now.
Yeah.
So he's probably fine. He's on what he needs to be on.
Yeah.
So they discharged us Wednesday evening.
Yeah. Late, like I feel like it was later. I feel like
it was. I almost didn't think we were gonna go home because it was so late. I was like, we're probably gonna stay another night. But he ended up getting to go home Wednesday evening, so he stayed 2 nights and 3 days in the hospital. So when he was in the ER still, he hadn't been admitted yet, you know, the results came back that he had the UTI, and I was like, is it my fault? Did I like not clean him properly? Like what caused it? Well, I mean, that's the first thing. You always feel guilty, like you did something wrong.
My kid's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah, and they were like, no, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. We actually think that he might have something else going on. So the day 2 that he was admitted, they did an ultrasound of everything, like bladder, kidneys, all that functioning wise. And it turns out, here, you want your car? Yeah.
Leon.
And it turns out that he does have a little bit of an issue. His right kidney was retaining urine. So basically, between your kidney and your bladder, there's like a little flap, valve, whatever you want to call it, that releases the urine into the bladder, and then, you know, through the urinary tract and all that. Well, his is not functioning properly. So it's forcing the urine back up into his kidney, and it's not letting it come out, and his kidney is kind of like puffing up and stuff because of it. I know I'm not using the right terminology. I'm trying to explain
it. It's inflamed, you know.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to explain it like in easier terms for everybody to understand. Yeah. So it's called this big long word.
It's called VUR.
There you go.
You can look it up, you know, VUR in babies.
VUR reflux is what it is.
Yeah.
So because of that, that is actually what caused the UTI. So there's absolutely nothing that anybody could have done to prevent it. It's just something that's going on with him. There's different like levels of severity and stuff. We don't really know his yet. He has a urology appointment in like 2 weeks to figure out like exactly his severity and what they're going to do and the game plan and everything like that. But for now, he's going to be on antibiotics to cure his current UTI, and then he starts another round of antibiotics to prevent any future ones, just until they figure out like what exactly needs to be done.
And that's like his long-term one, right? Because
yeah.
He's on one long-term.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
Yeah. And I've never heard of this before. I'm not familiar with it at all. But John's brother actually had that when he was a baby.
Yeah, my little brother Corey.
Yeah, so your brother had to have surgery.
Yeah, he has a little scar on his belly. It's like this long.
Yeah.
And he also had some bowel problems too. So Theo, if he does have to get surgery, he'll probably just get like a endoscopic surgery, and it'll just be like
a non-invasive.
Yeah, it'll be like the size of your pinky finger.
Less invasive, not non-invasive.
And not the size of your whole finger.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't want him to have surgery.
Yeah, you never want your kids to have surgery.
Yeah, I mean, he might. They said that it might be something that he could outgrow. We just don't know yet until his urology appointment, basically.
I feel like Leon's had so many surgeries though that I'm just like, oh, whatever.
It's not okay.
You know?
It's not the anesthesia. It's not the surgery. It's none of that. Obviously, that stuff is scary, but it's like
how the kid feels, right?
Yeah, and I can't talk about it because I'm gonna cry. I don't even know if he has to have it, but it's the pain that they're in that's just like really. Stop. Because Leon, every time he has surgery, and he's just in so much pain, and that's the part that gets me. Is
We've
them, like,
already
being
been
painful.
looking at these surgeries though, and like most of them are outpatient surgeries.
Yeah, but still, you know,
he's there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He comes out and he's fine.
Still, it's surgery, and it's just, you know, hopefully it's not that bad, but
Theo's calling us though.
Yeah, I think he's hungry, so I'm gonna go get him a bottle. But that is everything that is going on with Theo. That's why he was in the hospital.
And that's why you haven't seen us for a couple of days. We was gonna do a Mailbox Monday video. We're just gonna have a bigger Mailbox Monday next Monday.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But,
and you did lose out on a couple vlogs, and I'm sorry about that too.
Well, I told him I didn't have the camera or the computer, and it was like unexpected. I wasn't expecting him to get admitted or anything.
Yeah.
But he's not sick at all, you know. He's not in pain because the antibiotics have pretty much fixed the UTI already. He's so much happier. He's doing so much better.
He's super different now.
Yeah.
But we need to go answer him.
Yeah, I need to go get him a bottle.
We'll be back.
Alright, it is time to give Theo his medicine. He is on Ceftonir, and he gets 2 doses a day, 12 hours apart. Hi, baby. Are you ready for your medicine? Here. Miss just gonna give you a little bit. Get it in your mouth. Okay. Swallow it. There you go. Good job. Okay, here's some more. Good job. Do you hear him swallow? And he's like, this is good stuff.
What's it taste like?
I have no idea. I'm sure it's not good, but it's good to him, which is all that matters. Alright, here's your last little bit. Okay? Good job. There you go. That's gonna make you feel all better, okay? Alright guys, it is time for our birthday shout outs. And we have a lot of them because we've missed way more days than we intended
Have
to.
ever missed.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Mandy.
Happy birthday to Ann.
Happy birthday to Joshua.
Happy birthday to Beverly.
Happy birthday to Chuck's sister.
Happy birthday to Olivia.
Happy birthday, Pamela.
Happy birthday to Julia.
Happy birthday, Robbie.
Happy birthday to Ilea.
Happy birthday to Anna.
Happy birthday to Angie.
Happy birthday, Kimmy.
Happy birthday to Sarah.
Happy 16th birthday to Kalia.
Happy birthday to Stacy.
Happy birthday to Kimberly.
And happy birthday to Kinsey.
Sorry if I pronounced any of your names wrong, but
Me
we hope
too.
you guys had a wonderful birthday.
Yes, we do.
That is it for today. Thank you for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
We will see you in our next video, which hopefully will not be 3 days away.
Yeah, hopefully it's soon.
Yeah.
Get real soon.
Bye!